Hello and welcome to Your Health Naturally. I'm your host, Lilibeth Andre, naturopath and pranic healer with Healthy Balance here in Houston, Texas. This program is to demystify natural health practices. And if you've missed any of our past episodes, I invite you to visit our YouTube channel where you can subscribe to receive future videos and support us. Thank you for joining us live today. And today I bring you my last holistic rejuvenation tip. I hope you've enjoyed the past tips and begun to apply them to your benefit in practice. I hope they're serving you and that you're finding improvements in your overall health and well-being. Remember that these tips are basic for your health and rejuvenation. They're important steps you can incorporate in your daily life to help fortify your anti-aging efforts from the inside out. And they will empower you to improve your physical, emotional, and spiritual health as well. So today's tip is about giving. And you will ask, well, what does giving have to do with rejuvenation? Well, we're going to talk about that today. So let's take a look at how giving can benefit our well-being. We have St. Francis of Assisi saying that because it is in the giving that we receive. And Winston Churchill said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give." So both of these quotes are telling us some of the benefits in being generous, that when we give, we will also receive, and that when we give, we are affecting more of our lifestyle. The Prophet Khalil Gibran Khalil said, "You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give." What he is focusing on is on the benefits that giving has on us as well. We can give of what is superfluous, what we are abundant in, but when it comes down to what's personal, what's really us, are we giving that? Are we giving our time? Are we giving our special emotions to support other people? Mother Teresa told us, it's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. So she too is focusing on giving with intent, giving with emotion, being more into what we're giving than just the financial. So this is very important to keep in mind. Perhaps these words drive us to understand what giving can offer to help heighten our health and consequently help the years serve us and frame our life. Generosity can be measured in different ways. Economically, we can say that giving of our money is what we traditionally think of as giving. And this money can be of our own funds or that of a corporation or organization that we're working for or volunteering for. So we could be in a position to give of our own money, or we can be in a position to give through an organization and perhaps have a greater financial impact in that giving. Giving of our own wealth is another way of giving. It doesn't just refer to our money, but to the abundance we have, the blessings life has given us in assets, in talent, in time, or heart. So these are some of the ways that we can give, and many times we don't consider that when we're giving. We'll say, well, I don't have the means to give at this point, but there are other ways where we can give, and they're quite beneficial, because when someone is in need, they could certainly take advantage of talent that they don't have and you have to give, or your time, or other assets that you have that are available to you and that you could let others utilize as well. To better understand the value of these intangible blessings, we can remember some Bible passages. In Matthew chapter 19, verse 21. Jesus replied, "If you want to be perfect, then sell your possessions and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then follow me." So what is he saying here? He's saying, give away what you have, give away the things that you're attached to, give them to those that need it, and then follow me. Then you will be open and you will be clear to dedicate yourself to this spiritual commitment. In Mark 12:42 through 33, it says, "A poor widow came and gave 2 small copper coins worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples, Jesus said, 'In truth, I tell you, this widow has given more than all of them. They gave of their riches, but she, of her poverty, gave everything, all she had to live on.'" So here we're seeing the different value in the giving. Some people give of what's really extra to them, nothing that is of high impact, whereas this woman is giving the only thing she had. So therein lies the value of the giving. And all this is important. We'll see further ahead here on why this could be more important. In Malachi 3 verse 10, it says, "Bring all the tithe into the storage, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, said the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." So he's asking to be tested by giving to his house and wanting to understand that what he will give will be immeasurable. These scriptures show us the spiritual value of generosity. Giving allows us to feel a certain happiness by being able to help someone in need through our kindness. It has been shown that this gives us a better result than if we spend the money on ourselves. And the same happens when we perform acts of kindness. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back.
Si el techo de tu casa, negocio o de tu bodega fue dañado por algún desastre natural, llama ya a los expertos al 713-228-3030 y haz tu cita ya. Vamos hasta donde te encuentres y te hacemos una evaluación gratis. Llámanos 713-228-3030. Nosotros pelearemos por ti con la aseguranza y conseguiremos lo que tú necesitas. Llama ya a los expertos en casos de tormenta. 713-228-3030.
Hello and welcome back. We're talking about the benefits of giving, the feeling of happiness that it gives us, and how we have a different result when we give to others than when we give to ourselves. By giving to ourselves, we can have a momentary moment of pleasure, but when we give to others, we can have an expanded result. Scientifically, it has been shown that giving activates the pleasure centers emitting endorphins in the brain. Our social connection and trust also increases. The benefits of generosity to our health have been observed in the elderly and in the sickly, even in those who are chronically ill. So giving at any phase, at any level, under any condition, can show increased pleasure and benefit in understanding a certain connection that we have with other people. It expands our connection socially, and it also increases our trust with those around us. The studies go beyond and demonstrate that giving of our time as volunteers for 2 or more organizations results in a reduction of mortality by 44% during a period of 5 years. And this is documented data that if we give of ourselves and we volunteer, it says for 2 or more organizations, we're going to be reducing our mortality by almost 0.5%, 44%. And it's not just for that period of time, but it's for an extended period of 5 years. Now, this is an amazing figure when you're considering that this is just the result of being generous. This generosity includes giving to friends, relatives, and neighbors, as well as giving emotional support to our partners. To begin to measure the benefits to our health, we can see that it has been proven that being generous improves our physical health and our longevity by reducing stress. This could also be measured in the participants whose blood pressure was lower than those who did not participate. So the stress level went down, the blood pressure went down, and overall feeling of satisfaction was present. More connectivity was felt, so benefits at the physical and emotional level. And the physical benefits continue through the social benefits. Here's where we can stress that to give is to receive, and we can see that receiving can come from the same person. We have help, but many times it comes from someone else. And of course, we're not going to give with the expectation of receiving. We're going to give from the heart. And somehow it will be returned. It is a seed we planted in the universe, and life brings it back in a reciprocal way. This confidence is seen in the way our trust is fortified and in the cooperation of our social circles. And it is observed that to give through a social connection advances our health, wealth, and happiness because it strengthens our connection to the other people and to ourselves. It is when we feel what we call oneness of spirit, and we can understand what it is. Giving also brings another benefit. It allows us to feel gratitude. And gratitude is a benefit of generosity. It is something that isn't just felt by the person to whom we give, but it is a benefit to us as well because we can feel the benefit of that. It has been observed that an example we can all apply this is to keep a gratitude journal where every night before going to bed you can write down 5 incidents that happened during the day for which you feel gratitude. This could be from being thankful for being alive, seeing a beautiful sunset, appreciating a special person being in your life, even the difficult incidents that help us appreciate and value the circumstances that teach us during the day. So we can make this a practice and begin to see the benefits of being thankful for the things that happen during the day. So it's as if life is giving to us, and we, in our gratitude, are giving back at the same time that we receive the healthful benefits. Studies that measure gratitude observe that people who maintain a gratitude journal present results that showed greater attention, enthusiasm, and energy. So here are the benefits, physical benefits. These people also exercised more. Obviously, they were more motivated. They slept better. They felt less symptoms of illness. Their high blood pressure went down. And in general, they took better care of their health because it was that happy feeling of being in gratitude that allowed them to be more motivated to take on these activities. These people were also more sensitive. They felt less loneliness and greater compassion and satisfaction. Another benefit of altruism is that it is contagious. When a person gives, they incite generosity in others. This has been seen many times when a person gives and feels pleasure for giving. The effect of the oxytocin stimulates them to feel warmth, joy, and connection with others, and their euphoria of generosity can motivate others in the social circle to give as well. And these actions can launch a chain of altruism and well-being that elevate everyone with greater happiness and gratitude than of itself, because the benefits continue on and ripple out. So we see that giving has many benefits. It lowers the level of stress and increases happiness. These benefits include the reduction of high blood pressure that reduces cardiovascular risk, less anxiety and depression, and it reduces the risk of dementia as well. So this is all very interesting as far as the effects of happiness alone. It increases our longevity. By living more calm and happier, we reduce health risks, and we see that we live longer and happier times. We have greater personal satisfaction. So not only are we healthier, but we feel happier, more motivated, and more satisfied with our life in general. We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back.
Si el techo de tu casa, negocio o de tu bodega fue dañado por algún desastre natural, llama ya a los expertos al 713-228-3030 y haz tu cita ya. Vamos hasta donde te encuentres y te hacemos una evaluación gratis. Llámanos 713-228-3030. Nosotros pelearemos por ti con la aseguranza y conseguiremos lo que tú necesitas. Llama ya a los expertos en casos de tormenta 713-228-3030.
Hi, and welcome back. We're talking about the benefits of being generous. The other benefit is that we're benefiting the common good. We see that when we give of our time and effort to the needs of others, we focus on the common good. Our worries and difficulties are reduced. We're centered and we live in the moment, taking the opportunity to focus on serving through acts of loving kindness. This results in a greater sense of gratitude. It increases the link between our personal and work relations. Giving among our workmates or between friends creates brotherly connections at the same time that it gives well-being. It creates a chain of example for others. We have observed that receiving gives a certain level of happiness, but it has been seen to be temporary. The person who gives enjoys greater physical and emotional benefits, receiving longer-lasting benefits. These benefits are more pronounced when the giving takes place for altruistic reasons rather than giving expecting to receive. The effect is more beneficial when we keep in mind that the good benefits others and how it benefits them. It is observed that the benefits to people who give their time as volunteers results in better friendships and social networks, greater control over chronic conditions, less anxiety, less problem sleeping, and less hopelessness and powerlessness. Giving as a volunteer can be summed up in the benefit of giving to a greater cause. Being a part of an effort greater than oneself is what creates the benefits of mental and physical health. For that reason, if we want to have greater inner peace and to feel happier and with more connection to our community, working as volunteers and giving in an altruistic way is the best for our physical and mental health and rejuvenation. If you would like to know more about these alternatives, reach out to us through Healthy Balance 2017 on our Facebook or here at CVBA Radio. Thank you for joining us live today. This is the end of our English version, and if you missed any of our past episodes, feel free to visit our YouTube channel and find which one is available for you to see. Go ahead and subscribe and support us that way, and we will be back to see you next week. Thank you.